Hello and welcome to another edition of Takeaway Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about questions used to transition a child from the pre-substantive phase of the interview to the substantive phase of the interview. Now the pre-substantive phase generally includes rapport development, interview instructions or guidelines, narrative practice and family, where the substantive phase is exploring any allegations of abuse or neglect the child may have reported. Recent research has examined two different types of transitional prompts. One is, why did you come see me today? Or why did you come here to talk to me today? And the other was, what did you come here to talk to me about today? Now the two questions may feel very similar, but the results that they found conducting the research were extremely different. The number of responses to the what prompt were more informative. The children gave more information, and generally it was information that was considered a noun, such as an activity or a person, or a verb where they actually talked about the activity or the touching. The why prompt resulted in a greater number of non-responses, such as, well, I don't know, or my mom said I was just going to talk to someone. In other words, it really did not move that interview forward. And what we know that if we ask questions that don't move the interview forward, it has the potential to totally derail the interview. And then at that point, what happens as an interviewer, we start to ask more or generally more suggestive or leading questions, trying to get to the topic of concern. Now, one of the reasons that the why prompt may not have been as effective is that children have a greater difficulty mastering abstract concepts, and why is abstract. They do so much better, and there was in the study a greater number of informative responses to the what question. Again, what did you come here to talk to me about today? The why prompt resulted in a larger number of non-responses from the children, leaving the interviewer to struggle with how to transition without becoming suggestive or leading. The potential reason that the why prompt was so challenging for the children and why that resulted in a greater number of uninformative responses may be because why is an abstract concept, whereas the what prompt was more concrete and easier to understand. Another challenge with the why prompt is that for some children, due to the sensitive nature of abuse discussions, they may have found the why prompt to be more critical and accusatory. Now, if the what prompt, what did you come here to talk to me about today, is not effective, there's some other prompts that you could use. You know, what did your mom or dad or caretaker tell you about coming today? And then from there, you can start to focus your prompts. You know, is there something that's bothering you or worrying you? Do you have some concerns? Is someone worried about you? Now, with these prompts being more focused and being more recognition, yes, no questions, you're going to need, if the child says yes to any of these prompts, you're going to need to follow up with a very open-ended, narrative encouraging question. And just say, tell me about, or help me understand, or talk about, and then to explore that allegation fully. So remember, instead of, why did you come see me today? Instead, ask the child, what did you come here to talk to me about today? And see if that makes a difference as you transition from the beginning of the interview to the substantive phase of the interview. Don't forget to also check out the NCAC Virtual Training Center, where we have webinars and trainings. Also look to Calio. There's a lot of information there. There's some bibliographies, some research to practice pieces. We encourage you to go there, find out more information. And as always, if you have any thoughts or comments or questions, please email or give me a call. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next month.